Hello and welcome to this new episode of CIO Leadership Live Middle East. Today we welcome our guest Siva Hasnain, Senior Digital Transformation Specialist. Hello Siva, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Andrea?
All good. It is my pleasure to have just a wonderful woman in CIO Leadership Live who has been doing so many things for women in AI, for women in tech in the region. You are well known, but tell us a little bit more about you, what we don't know, your career path, your goals.
Yeah, that's great. First of all, I would like to extend my thanks to you for calling me up for this particular conversation. I'm really honored to give certain conversation about women in AI, women in technology. So that's all. And as you know, I have been with Sharjah government since last 10 years. So during this decade, I have learned a lot being at different capacities like head of IT operations, head of applications, and presently I am working as a digital transformation specialist. And this particular, to reach that particular level, I have to work a lot. As you say, my career path, it doesn't start just in a one day. It's a journey where my parents are totally involved with me. They have given me a platform, a thought and a guidance to proceed what I wanted to pursue in my life. So that's how it is started. Presently, I'm not only working for organization. Uh, I am carrying as a influencer, a role as an influencer, where I speak. I am a prolific writer and a publisher of a human empowerment and leadership newsletter over LinkedIn. So that's the way
That's
I want
true.
to spread uh, what is it called? I want to spread uh, influence about how to be in STEM and how to use your skills and powers to encourage others to do good things.
That brings me to my next question. You talk about your parents, they encourage you and support you during your career. You say you are not only a tech leader, you are an influencer in tech. But what do you think are the aspects that should be taken to encourage girls to study STEM careers?
Yeah, as I have mentioned, parental support is the key to encourage girls to do what they want. Okay, basically, gender equality is the main concern in our society, where girls are not being nurtured in a way that whatever they want they can do. So, being making a culture starting from your home, your parents must give you a culture to grow up and explore your abilities. That's where we can encourage uh, girls to come in mathematics, science, and technology and
Mhm.
adapt all those fields. And moreover, if we will add the role of female role model in our society, they are the part of influencing factors. So we must encourage girls by saying all those stories of great leaders, women who have been very significant to their field, and they have been an impactful career history in technology, science, mathematics, everywhere. So when we get somebody as a role model in front of us, it really helps us to align our uh, career goal. So that's all.
Actually, I was gonna say that every time we have been together in any event with women in AI, we have seen students, with female students, which I think it's amazing because the testimonials from women in technology, in my opinion, attract more female talent as well, as you were saying.
Yes, very true. Testimonials from women in technology serves as an inspiration and motivation always, and it also demonstrates that women can do any type of diverse role. They are not uh, confined in a boundary. And when people see those inspirational women in technology, they are trying to enhance their skills in this area, and they are trying to get in this field to get to be in the technology. Otherwise, usually I have seen girls are very much afraid of taking mathematics as a subject,
Hmm.
because they say, no, 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 this we cannot do critical thinking and all. But to my mind, we have the equal power and abilities. Gender gap
Absolutely.
comes in between, but that is just created by a culture around us. If we work out on the culture barriers and we take as a testimonials of these women who have done great jobs in their life as a women in technology, then of course by breaking down these barriers, we can the girls will come up and take up this career.
Absolutely, because I mean, we know how the situation it is in the Middle East, especially in the UAE. But like I'm from Spain, and I know if you go to mathematics university, it is the same. It is in Europe, in so many countries we are facing this issue. But that's the good thing of having internet and this all social media. We are influencers, and with this video, we are trying to influence women, girls who wants to study STEM careers from all over the world. It is not only for the Middle Eastern community. But going to my next question, as I say, you're an expert in digital transformation. In your opinion, what are the key factors to fasten the pace of digital transformation in any organization?
This is very crucial question for the present scenario where the agility in and disruption of the technology is taking place, and we have to be all together ready to adapt the change and all. So to my mind, first of all, I would say digital transformation we must take as a journey to align people, process, and technology. And that's where we have to work out on the business processes.
Mm-hmm.
When the business processes is being changed, because previously around 3 4 years before, we were working out on automation of the existing processes. But now when we're being in digital transformation, I see that business processes are being transformed. At this particular point of time, there should be transformative leaders come up, and those leaders must have a vision, mission, and goal to achieve those targets. So I feel, to my mind, to fasten the pace of digital transformation, digital transformative leaders, those who have the capability to transform the society, must come up. This is the first and for critical factor to achieve the goal. But others are like, you must say that when we are working out on business processes, totally transforming business process, to my mind, I feel we must introduce a design thinking approach in the day to day process in our organizations. And also, there is a factor, change factor is coming. So must work out on the change management part. As an individual perspective to proceed, we must work out on the change plan. How can we drive change in the organization? And the third thing is, we must also make a culture in the organization.
Absolutely.
People's mind must be ready to adopt the changes, because, as I said, people, process, and technology is there with us. We are understanding, we everywhere is technology, and there are technologies are bulging nowadays since chat gpt and other generative ai has come up. So now in this particular point of time, a very high level thinking or a transformative leader, visionary leader, must come up to guide people in a right direction. with the business process automation approach, where design thinking, creating a change of culture, creating a culture to adopt technology has to be taken as a priority for organization. That's how we can make the pace.
Mhm. Siva, you have been working for Sarja's government for a long time, so you know how things have changed in the UAE. How do you see the US digital transformation? How everything has changed over the last decade?
Okay. So as far as the change is concerned, I have seen IT leaders are having other other challenges rather than just maintaining and monitoring the operational part, which we used to do before a few years back. IT leaders are facing enormous amount of challenges in their day-to-day process. Like, first of all, they see that we are going to adapt digital transformation, we are changing business process, and people are resisting to the change. That is
Hmm.
one of the key factor. As I That's why I have
Because
to
of the
do the
culture
change.
mindset that you say
Yeah,
it needs to change.
mindset. It is very difficult to execute projects nowadays when people are resistant to change. Only leader cannot work out to adopt the change or introduce digital transformation. Everyone in the organization must have the same mindset, same goal, and uh, same vision to move in one direction. So that's what I feel personally, that we are facing resistance to the change in the organization. Additionally, the digital transformation needs a vibrant perspective of talent, in-house talent. So I see the talent shortage is there. For that,
Hmm.
only normal trainings are not required. There should be different types of workshops where people's mind being, uh, you know, people's mind will be ready. We will train them to ready for the change. So such type of workshops help organizational culture to ready to adopt changes. That's the other thing, and the one most important thing is, when we are exposing ourselves a lot towards uh, accessing technology, having cloud computing, generating enormous amount of data, the cyber security risk is one of the crucial thing we have to tackle. We must make a very long term visionary plan to safeguard our information and to save us from hazardous attacks, which is being like destroying the whole organization and their functionality for some time. So of course, we must be ready for digital transformation. It's just a buzzword nowadays, but there are so many areas to work out to efficiently move ahead in this area,
Absolutely.
to efficiently introduce the digital transformation and business process change.
You mentioned data, cybersecurity, all of these topics that have been there and still here, but we recently have GITEX in Dubai, and the theme was AI everything. Everyone is talking about generative AI. So, in your opinion, Siva, how Gen AI tools can enhance productivity in any organization?
Yeah, actually, Gen AI is gonna change the whole thinking process for us. As we know that Gen AI is capable of generating text, images, videos
Hmm.
based on just a clue. So nowadays, when you use Chat GPT, you can see how efficiently we get the information. and we are able to process it in a most efficient way. So this is one of the best example to it, where we can introduce Gen AI in our business process, and it is having enormous amount of data. And Andrea, I would mention that data is an asset for future, because the whole digital transformation, AI, IoT, so many things can only able to work out when we have enormous amount of data, huge quantity of data. And then based on data analytics, the whole these artificial intelligence and generative AI is being giving us very accurate results, by the way. So it will be a blessing for us, I feel, if it will be used in a most effective way, where we can be saved from cyber attacks, cyber
That's what I
crimes.
was gonna say.
Yeah, and then when if your strategies are well aligned, complied with the rules, regulations of the governmental policies, and the international policies also, uh, then of course we can use the value of Gen AI like anything. I can see tremendous opportunities are being generated, different new job opportunities. Not only job opportunities, our work culture will is gonna change dramatically.
I was gonna mention that I hear at GITEX at a panel that some organizations are looking for a chief AI officer role.
Yeah,
So yeah, things are changing. It was the same with the CDO in the past. It's just that they were like a few years ago we needed someone for the cloud, we needed a CDO, now we need a chief AI officer. Like the
digital strategy officer, chief
yeah,
AI, chief digital officer. See, these are some of the roles where digital word is being mentioned. So I would say, like earlier, this there used to be IT strategy officer. I'll tell you, IT strategy officer has uh, a different aim than uh, is digital strategy officer. Why? Because IT strategy officer used to make the strategies for maintenance perspective. But when we talk about, when the word digital comes in between, it means the business process is being changed, and the person is making a strategy or managing the business process change perspective. So these two perspectives are totally different, where IT strategy and digital strategy.
the problem I see, and every time I speak with IT leaders, and you mentioned this, is that technology moves so fast. And there is a talent shortage because you need time to study something new. You cannot be like, okay, I'm an expert in Gen AI. And then there is also the problem with regulations. It takes time to build those regulations behind. And we have seen some problems behind Gen AI. And then, of course, all the volumes of data that we generate. Then in the back door, there is, we have hackers, there is the cybersecurity regulations, talent shortage. All of these things that will take time. In the past, it was, as I say, cloud, blockchain. Now, the hot topic is Gen AI, and within some years, we will be talking about something new and new roles and everything.
Yeah, yeah, true, very true. New roles are being generated, new way of organizing your work, your business is being worked out. Everything is changing so fast, even you cannot imagine. When we get up, something new comes up.
Well, you
So
are the specialist, so uh, Siva, COP28 is taking place in Dubai this year. How CIOs and IT leaders can drive environmental sustainability?
this is very important question and very crucial and significant. It is creating a significant opportunity when a COP 28, which is Conference of the Parties 28th session, is coming up here. we can see that it will impact us in a very significant way, because we will understand the value of driving environmental sustainability by managing our IT infrastructure in a most efficient way. So I can see a great opportunity for CIOs and IT leaders with the COP 28, because you know, earlier we used to have data centers which are very energy incentive data centers, and now we are moving towards green data centers. And moving ahead, we are in the process of making green IT policies, where paperless initiatives are the core. Okay. And moreover, if we say the aim is to reduce carbon emission, and that's how we can do it, when we will think about to move to the cloud, when we will introduce sustainability in our KPIs. Because until unless we doesn't CIOs doesn't they don't align the, and what is it called, they don't align sustainability with their IT initiatives and govern IT IT initiatives and what is it called, company's vision and mission. Okay. So we cannot achieve the sustainability goal. So by this particular initiative, when which is taking place, COP 28, we will get more understanding about how to save our environment and how to align our strategies with sustainability drive. So it's gonna very helpful to all of the CIOs and IT leaders, not only CIOs and IT leaders, all the leaders, all the workers will have more visibility about the value of sustainability in our life.
Siva Hasnain, Senior Digital Transformation Specialist, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and for your time with CIO Middle East. Thank you.
Thank you so much.